Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Steph from the High Moon Podcast. We're gonna get straight into it. So, we got the second game for James Harden as a LA Clipper, and they lose again, and this time to the other New York team, the Brooklyn Nets. And Ty Lue trots out the same lineup again, starring Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Zubac, Westbrook, and Harden. And I mean, listen, the first game against the Knicks, when I saw, I was like, this ain't gonna work. Okay, I know Ty Lue wants to give it a go another time around. No, after game one, it should have been decided that either Westbrook or Harden need to be on the bench. I'm an advocate of Westbrook starting and Harden leading the second unit, right? Until you feel otherwise, that, you know what, maybe, you know, if Westbrook is struggling, then maybe you see what can Harden do with the starting unit. See, Ty Lue, the jobs he's taken as a head coach has never been easy. He has to manage a lot of personalities, a lot of egos, and he doesn't want to ruffle any feathers. You know, the moment that he benches Westbrook or Harden, that is going to be headline news, right? But if I'm Ty Lue at this point, to help out Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. Paul George had a better game, okay, but not really that good from the field, 7 from 20. Kawhi Leonard gives you another dud of a game, considering for Kawhi Leonard standards. I think last game he had, 16, 18. This game he has 17. And then Westbrook and Harden got 13 and 12, okay? Basically the same stat line as last week. This time not last week, as last game against the Knicks, but this time Harden gets a little bit more minutes, and they get 13 and 12, but last game they both had 17 apiece. And then this time James Harden is a minus 15 on the plus or minus stat line, and he was a minus 18 against the New York Knicks. This is not looking good. You guys decided to trade a lot in terms of your future capital to get James Harden, as if James Harden was going to be this missing ingredient for this team to be successful. I know last game there were moments where he did a couple things nice and whatnot, but that's James Harden. Why wouldn't he be able to do a couple things nice here and there? I mean, he is a great player. He's considered one of the top 75 players in NBA history, right? Okay, but sometimes being super talented and going to a team like the Clippers or whatever isn't going to work. You know, it can work if you decide to bench one or the other. And like I said, bench James Harden. This is going to be a bumpy ride for the Clippers. Look, Terrence Mann was back. They barely played him. He only got 19 minutes and 0 points. Right. You know, and Terrence Mann's a good player. You know, he can get you somewhere between 8 to 15 points on any given night, and sometimes he can detonate and go off for 20 in the high 20s. Right. Ty Lue got his homework cut out for him. But as of now, this is looking very atrocious, and I don't care, overreaction. You know, it's only our second game. If you're a Clippers fan, I don't care. This ain't looking good. Ty Lue got to make some executive decisions, quick, fast, and early to salvage this season. Because starting Westbrook, it's obvious that from the game one, starting Westbrook and Harden was just not going to work. Okay, you try to go out there with the lineup again to see if it's going to work. No. Okay, now you got 2 game sample sizes. How long is Ty Lue going to keep? How long is Ty Lue going to keep Harden and Westbrook in the starting lineup at the same time, right? How long? And Kawhi is playing games, right? And if you're going to want to keep Kawhi Leonard engaged in these games, you're going to have to sit one of the two down between Harden and Westbrook. This is looking horrible right now. This ain't looking like a good trade. And if you see my last video, you know what I'm saying? Listen, 76ers are the ceiling is looking tremendous right now. It's like, look, whoever got Harden was never, in my opinion, I was never the mindset whoever got Harden was going to win the trade. Not at all. You know, and for the 76ers, they're looking like the smart organization here. You know, I know they had to take a lot of media backlash, or at least a lot of heat from James Harden in his comments, and you know, I didn't trust them. They didn't want me, all this stuff. Yeah, and maybe the Sixers knew something we didn't know, but I always liked Maxey. Even when James Harden was there, or if he decided to come play, I'm like, listen, modify our game a little bit, but the team in Philadelphia is really good. I never thought that team, I was like, yo, the team is good. You never know, right? Your team, you know, Sixers wasn't horrible. You got pieces there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Harden, if you are that competitor that you are, I'm sorry. If you think you're the competitor that you are, you would tough it out, play one more year with the 76ers, and guess what? Boom, you guys might find you messing around and find yourselves in the Eastern Conference Championship and possibly the NBA Finals. And now you're looking at the 76ers, right? Could James Harden have worked there? Honestly, maybe. But no. I think the 76ers are way better off without James Harden. And the Clippers, I don't know what they are with James Harden. Could they be really, really good? Could they be really, really bad? It's a 50-50 proposition with this team, and right now is looking like after 2 games in, Clippers are looking bad with James Harden. Ty Lue like I said, Ty Lue got his work cut out for him. It's going to be a stressful year for Ty Lue. I know when he was in Cleveland dealing with LeBron's team and all that, he had to stop midseason for sabbatical for heart palpitations or whatever it was, stress. If that wasn't a stressful season, this is going to be really stressful. With the amount of capital, the money that this team is spending, the amount of draft capital they gave up. I mean, this is looking like an absolute dumpster fire 2 games in. Can this be saved? That's up to Ty Lue. You know what I'm saying? And the front office. Before load management kicks in, and Paul George and Kawhi Leonard aren't going to be playing, and the season can really get out of hand. Let me know what y'all think about all this. Thanks for listening. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.